Hi, it's Don, and I'm doing my very first video review, movie review ever, and it's of Captain Marvel. Went to see it last night, and just to let you in on it a little bit. Captain Marvel, played by Brie Larson, uh, starts off as a Kree warrior known as Veers, who is a who is under the command of Jan Rog, played by Jude Law, in this war against the Skrulls, which are these shape-changing aliens who infiltrate a planet by changing shape, obviously, and taking it over. And they're in a constant war with the Kree. Um, now, Virus has these. You find out that she's having these dreams about apparently some kind of other life, and um, it looks very much like it makes her look very much like an Air Force pilot. And there's somebody else there, and a crash of some sort, and someone trying to kill her and somebody else in the dream, and she can't quite decipher them. And Jan Rog doesn't kind of encourages her to just kind of ignore it and focus on her training, her combat training. Um, First off, you find out that she has some kind of powers that she can shoot bolts out of her hands, and it seems like Jan Rog is trying to train her to fight without using those. Um, Now, the Kree are led by the Supreme Intelligence, which is an artificial intelligence that they occasionally um, interface with, and they can talk to it directly. And when they interface, they kind of go into a cyberspace, and it shows up as someone that they know, someone dear to them, someone that has significance in their life. Um, Veer's person is Annette Benning, who is a person she doesn't know who she is, and the Supreme Intelligence doesn't seem to encourage telling her, and for some weird reason. So, in any case, they get Jan Rog and his squad go to pick up basically a spy with some information about the infiltration of Skrulls on this planet. Turns out to be a setup um, that they barely get out of, but Vers gets captured and taken to the Skrull ship, where they start to mind probe her, and she starts to see more fragments of the uh, of of her dream, and who this person in her dream is. And she sees herself talking to Annette Benning's character as somebody else besides the Supreme Intelligence. And the Skrull seems to attach some importance to this, like who she is, um, and and where she is, and she decide um, and of course where she is Earth. So by the time they kind of make this uh, discovery, Veers uh, escapes from them because she uses her the energy that she has that she's able to shoot out to escape her captivity. Trashes most of the ship to the point where they have to abandon, and uh, ends up crash landing on where else? Earth. Earth 1990. She crashes into a blockbuster video, and in the middle of the night, um, looks around, tries to get the bearings, meets the mall security guard, and asks where she can get electronics. To which he helpfully and fearfully uh, directs her to Radio Shack, and using stuff from the Radio Shack, she does what any ET would do and phone home. Yeah, she jury rigs a phone to call Jan Rog and let him know where she's at. By this point, everyone's favorite Shield agents get called in. Actually, the two main ones, Nick Fury and Agent Coulson. And Nick Fury starts to interrogate her, doesn't believe her story at all about shape-changing aliens until one of them takes a pot shot at her, and she starts to chase after him, leading to them jumping on a train and having a fight through a train. And Fury and Coulson jump in the car and drives after him. Very nice action in this sequence. At the point where, while Fury is still trying to catch up to the train, he gets a phone call from Agent Coulson asking where he's at because he's back at the Blockbuster waiting for him. And that's where Nick finally believes in shape-changing aliens and gets into a battle himself with a Skrull. From then on, it's Verse trying to remember who she is using clues from the mind probe to find the Annette Bening character, and the other people that she sees in her dream, and find the places that she saw in her in the mind probe. And eventually Nick Fury joins with her and tries to help her with her quest because he wants to find out what the hell's going on. Ben Mendelsohn as Talos, the leader of the Kree, or not the Kree, I'm sorry, leader of the Skrulls, is also going after them for kind of the same reason, because somehow it's important to them as well. And in the meantime, John Rogg is on his way, and he's put out a call also to Ronan the Accuser. Remember him from Guardians of the Galaxy? Yeah, he's in this movie. There are a couple other characters from other movies in this movie as well. Very tightly plotted and well paced. I mean, it from the word go, it just kept moving. There wasn't a dull moment in this movie at all. Couple of nice twists in there, some nice great soundtrack all throughout. It's very good. I enjoyed the hell out of it. It's going to be a very good lead-in to Avengers Endgame. Goose the Cat steals the show everywhere. They introduce Monica Rambeau, who's, if you're a comic geek like I am, you'll know who that is. And great tribute to Stan Lee at the beginning and in the middle, especially in the middle. If you're a movie geek, you will absolutely love his appearance in it and love the trivia on it. Overall, very great movie. I enjoyed the hell out of it. Just throwing my 2 cents out there, something that my girlfriend had pointed out, that, since we were talking about Endgame, I kind of came up with a theory which answers the question, why didn't Nick call Captain Marvel when he was forming the Avengers? I think he did. I think I think she's always been an Avenger. She's been his secret Avenger, and if you're a comic geek, you will get that reference as well. Um, I think a lot of the a lot of the extraterrestrial weapons that you see in Avengers, the first Avengers movie, are because he has this secret operative telling him about what's going on out there. And she's also his ace in the hole in case the other Avengers face something that they cannot beat, like Thanos. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on it. Anyway, 5 out of 5 cheese curds, stars, whatever. Love this movie. Absolutely go see it. And that's it. That's my first video review after 4 or 5 different tries and kind of flubbing it. This is the best take. I'm going to just go with it. Anyway, maybe come up with a few more. Hopefully some of the more obscure, crazy crap that I normally see. But y'all have a good day, and signing off.